I'm not stupid.
Dirty fucking pervert.
Francis.
Dirty fucking pervert.
Look, Francis.
Do you like perverts?
No, of course I don't.
Do you like dirt?
I don't like dirt.
Then why are we having this discussion?
I'm definitely not stupid. People say I am, but that's probably a jealous instinct. If you don't understand something, you just become jealous of it. I don't understand myself sometimes. But I'm not jealous of myself. Sorry, that's confused me.
We have to have this discussion.
No, we don't.
We do.
We don't.
We do.
No, we don't.
We do. Because.
Why do we?
Because we do, because I'm telling you why, actually.
Why do we have to have this discussion?
If you'd listen. If you'd listen, Francis, I'm telling you why.
Well, tell me fucking why then.
I'm telling you fucking why, if you'd listen. If you'd listen, Francis, I'm telling you fucking why.
I once imagined a world where you could buy a synthetic form of love, which was inserted into the anus. And you could just buy this. Everyone could just buy this and be in love if they wanted. And it was positive. When you think about it, it was a positive thing. But then I couldn't remember whether it was something I'd seen on TV. And maybe I hadn't imagined it after all. I'm thinking of becoming a terrorist.
We have to have this discussion because you're likely to get yourself into trouble again.
I'm older than you, Louise. And please don't say things like that because it's really fucking stupid.
You're likely to go off.
You're not Nelson Mandela, Louise.
You're likely to get some idea into your head.
Coffee Annan, you're not Coffee Annan, Louise.
And someone's likely to get hurt because of your brain.
And what about you? What about your brain?
What about me?
Are you going to help me or not?
Are you going to calm down?
I'm calm. I'm calm. This is calm.
I watch things on telly, American things, and I think that's what I want to do. I want to be a pathologist or I want to go skiing. And then the program would end and I'd turn and look at my mum, and in my heart I knew that she was sitting in her own urine again. And I'd have to admit,
I'm not going to hurt anyone.
I'd get a funny feeling.
I'm not going to use violence.
I have to admit that I get a funny feeling in the pits of my stomach.
I'm not going to be a bad person.
And then I'd feel bad.
I'm going to kick the fucking shit out of him.
And for us, it's not really about the money.
Or the fame.
Or the glamour and the
cruises.
The Oscars, the adulation. It's not really about that stuff.
Record contracts.
It's more about saying...
signings, jets, dinners with religious leaders.
Saying something to people out there.
Wealth and glory.
Saying something to ordinary people just...
because that's what we are. Ordinary is...
that's what we have is ordinary.
To be honest.
Our appeal.
If that's what we have, if appeal is...
oh, we do.
We definitely do, yes. All right.
We do.
We do have that appeal. But the point is...
the point we'd like to make...
is that we are just ordinary. And ordinary...
we sit in front of the television and eat...
chips.
Fruit.
Fruit, yes. Though sometimes. But yes. We sit there with our little boy.
Little armistice.
We sit there with our little armistice.
Beautiful little.
Beautiful little armistice, yes. Just like an ordinary couple anywhere in any world.
And the point we'd like to make is that it's easy to look at us and think...
you know.
look at them.
Envy.
Well...
you know. Look at them.
But we are you.
And that's why we'd like to be a beacon.
A beacon of hope and dreams that shines out across this world and says...
and says
it's possible.
Possible for us.
It's possible for us.
It's possible for you.
It's possible for you too, to be like us.
Though not all of you.
No.
Because...
no, not all of you.
that would not be possible.
Not everyone can be like us.
That wouldn't be right.
At all.
And there's nothing wrong with being you.
Fuck no.
Don't say fuck, darling.
Sorry.
Which is the message we'd like to.
Sorry about that.
Which is the message we'd like to give.
I'm sorry.
It's okay to be yourself, but use us as an example if you want to.
Yes.
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 Can I touch you?
You can't say that.
Sorry. Sorry. Can I? Can I though? Please?
I'm the sort of person that likes to think of my weaknesses as my strengths. I heard someone say that on television once and I thought, that's good. I'll have that, that's good.
Just let me touch your sleeve.
No. No touching.
I see what's going on. I think things through.
I can't stand this feeling. It's like someone has injected my body with 2 extra pints of blood.
I'll go.
Please don't go.
Bins have been blowing up on our estate this summer. And that's not me. Just so you know and are aware that that's not me. I'm walking home. Suddenly there's this pop, like a 20-foot bag of crisps being stood on. Millisecond of intense silence. Rush of air. 20 feet away there's a fire in what's left of a bin, which is now nothing but twisting snakes of metal attached to the ground. And I'm looking around thinking, who's done that? And were they deliberately trying to get me? And then I noticed the first twitch. Second twitch. Third twitch. Spin round the entire estate, curtains twitching. Every window, curtain twitching at me, and for a second I see the view of 30 or 40 different perspectives looking down at me. Suddenly I'm looking down at me from 30 or 40 different perspectives, at me 20 feet away from a burning bin. And I can feel them all thinking one thought. One thought in all their brains. Him, they're thinking. Him.
What do you think of an old man inviting a young girl into his garage?
She's not a young girl.
She's younger than you.
She's younger than you.
I have a fantasy where I ask a girl out. She says yes. I take her to Heathrow Airport and we spend the entire day watching the planes taking off. And it's a beautiful day. The sun's shining. She's laughing at my jokes. I think she has blonde hair, but I could be wrong. And what's strange is that when it ends, I often feel that an organ in my stomach has disappeared. Funny, eh? I'm not stupid.
What do you think of an old man walking out on his wife of 22 years?
I think you're getting a bit angry.
What do you think of an old man walking out on his wife for 22 years and inviting an underage girl into his garage? Someone no one likes.
I like her.
Not too bright. Vulnerable. What do you think of that?
I think you need to get out. Get a job. Get moving.
What do you think of that?
Sitting in here watching...
What do you think
Curtain
of
twitching.
that?
Curtain twitching. Curtain twitching. It's not healthy.
What do you think of that?
I think it's bad!
Thank you. Thank you.
But that doesn't mean you have to start losing control.
That's your answer to everything. Get a job. Money. Status. World's falling to pieces. Terrorists and fucking perverts. You've changed, Louise. It's just an office job, but you've really changed. You're different.
I'm not different.
You're going to leave me.
Francis.
I don't care, leave me. I don't.
Oh, Francis.
Don't leave me, Louise.
I'm not.
Where's your garage? Have you got a garage, Louise?
I like your shoes.
Don't say shoes, darling.
Sorry.
I never know when things are funny. So what I do is I wait until someone else starts laughing, and then I join in, quick as I can. Hope I haven't got in too late, because there's nothing worse than being left out in the cold with a laugh hanging. People laugh a lot nowadays. think that's fear.
I'm not answering that question.
It's a simple question. Where's your garage, Louise?
I told you. I'm not answering.
Where's your garage?
I haven't got a garage.
Where's my garage?
You haven't got a garage.
I have got a garage. I have got a garage, Louise.
It's burnt out.
Like all the other garages on the estate, except for one.
He didn't burn out the garage.
I know he didn't burn out the garage.
Kids or something. He wasn't there when...
I know he wasn't here. That's the point. That's the point I'm making. He wasn't here. He's new, and yet he's got a garage.
He pays for it.
You seen his wife wandering around? Wandering around, Louise, looking for him. While he's in the fucking garage. Imagine what it's like to realise you've lived with a pervert all these years, and then they give him the garage.
He pays for it.
Dollars. That's all that matters. Dollars and fucking perverts.
Examples of weakness that are also a strength. My non-acceptance of the world. I do not accept what I'm told. I do not believe things just because I've been told things. A strength because I get to question things. And a weakness because it singles me out as different from them. Further back. You want me to go further back?
And in the past, there has been great media attention on us, on our family.
Little armistice.
Beautiful little.
And people want to know.
They do, they're very curious.
They want to know how he's doing, and is he taking his first steps?
Teeth came through.
Was it a cold or chicken pox? And, you know, we can't just ignore people.
The fan base.
Though we'd like to sometimes.
No, we wouldn't.
Well, sometimes.
Well, we wouldn't because we love our public.
Yes, of course. But...
We love them and we understand, so we wouldn't.
all right. We wouldn't then.
But sometimes we do wish that the media would back off.
Which is all I was saying.
No, not really, but yes, we do.
We do.
We do sometimes, don't we?
We do sometimes ask for our privacy.
And it's good when that's respected.
And it's bad when it's not.
But it's good when it is.
Because sometimes I just wish I could kiss you.
That's a little...
Without the public, I mean. You know. But sometimes I sit alone and I close my eyes and I imagine what it would be like to brush my lips against her hair, to breathe in the air that was once trapped in the fibres of her skin, to take the moisture from her breath deep into my lungs and eat it, digest it, and part of me feels like cutting a piece out of myself.
But most of the time, we're very happy with the media. We think you do a great job.
Yes.
This one boy comes in wearing trainers. New trainers, really nice trainers, showing off his trainers to the entire class. Not a friend, but not an enemy, so for me that's a friend. They break his legs, getting the trainers. They break his legs. Didn't have to. Misunderstood the complexities of the social structure and his place within it. I remember sitting for an hour, looking at my trainers, trying to understand the complexities of the social structure and my place within it. No idea. No idea at all. On the way home, Mum stopped me in the street and asked me for some spare change. Breath like pickled death. Gave her some, went home, had fish fingers and Pop-Tarts.
Dad left me that garage.
Points of view. It's all about points of view. Killing 2,000 people's not wrong. It just depends on what 2,000 people it is. Said that in maths, got detention. Said it in media studies and I got an A. She thought I was quoting Orson Welles. Said it in games and I was asked to leave the gym. Teacher looked like he might cry. Didn't say it again.
Dad left me that garage.
I know.
It's nothing now.
I know.
Burnt out piece of shit.
I know.
I hate this place. But it's our place. It's our fucking place, Louise. Every breath you take,
Francis.
every move you make,
Stop it, Francis.
every bond you break, every step you take,
Shut the fuck up.
I'll be watching you.
Shut up!
That's a beautiful song, Louise. Dad used to sing that. He used to stand there looking down at you and sing that entire song holding my hand. He'd be holding my hand and we'd both be looking at you and he'd sing every single bar of that song to you. Copy of Loot in your bag?
Just looking.
What for?
The computer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I love you, Louise.
I love you, Francis.
We do a project on crimes against humanity. I bring in a copy of Hello magazine. They're laughing. I don't understand. Did my presentation, celebrities, breast implants, super rich mansions. Quite impassioned. I may have spat once or twice, accidentally. And at the end of it, I finish and I look up. And they're all staring at me. Just staring. Silent. I remember going to Alton Towers with my mum. And that was nice. She didn't drink. Not one drink for the entire day. Only thing was she kept putting me on the children's rides. 15 years old and sitting on a pink elephant with a top hat. Last week I'm standing outside Dixon's, watching the news through the shop window. And I found that even without the sound, I knew exactly what to feel. Because my body had become conditioned to its emotional structure, which was embarrassing because I'm always in tears by the end. It was raining. No one noticed. Remember when I was 11, going to church every week on my own, just going in. But I soon stopped. I think I made them uncomfortable. Mediocrity, that's another example of weakness. That's also a strength. I'm fairly average at everything, so that means I manage to survive. But it also means I'm fairly average at everything.
Well, that's a very interesting question. But let me answer that first by saying that we believe it's very important to find a sense of purpose.
Absolutely.
Does that answer your question?
A sense of direction.
Maybe.
Because without a sense of direction,
Sense of purpose?
what have you really got?
Your family, yes?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Which is more important to us
Family.
than anything in the world.
Little armistice.
Anything for that boy.
Everything. All of it.
Just to save one of his kidneys.
If we needed to, yes, everything.
Without a thought.
If it was absolutely necessary.
Without a heartbeat's hesitation.
Because you can live on one
What?
kidney. You can live on one, is all I'm...
We'd give everything.
Yes. Yes. Everything. But you can buy them.
We'd give everything.
Everything. Yes, definitely. Everything.
We can sit here in this and fester, or we can aspire, Louise.
She has the most perfect breasts, and if only I could touch them, you could shoot me in the back of the head and watch my brains spill out of my face and onto the pavement, and I wouldn't mind. I'm in love with you.
Cunt!
Don't say cunt, darling.
Fucking cunt!
Armistice has a beautiful smile.
Beautiful, you fucking beautiful. Yes, he does have a beautiful smile.
Find a hero, a living hero. Presentation on a contemporary hero. But it has to be someone who's truly heroic. Someone who's an inspiration to millions. A determined individual who sacrificed wealth, life, and happiness for what they believe in. And I scrabble around. I try really hard. No one. Nothing. Celebrities, politicians, sportspersons. But to be honest, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing, and suddenly I find one. Bang! Inspiration, lightning bolt, epiphany, perfect sense. I'm standing in front of the class, and I read out the title of my project. Osama the Hero.
Do you want to aspire, Louise?
Yes.
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
You're a very beautiful woman.
No, I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
No, you're not. But you are. This is what we have. Here, each other. This is our life. This is what we know.
Yes.
Is there a point in trying to change that? Louise?
No.
No. Please don't talk to me about garages. Do you know why he's put a door in that garage?
To get in and out.
Fucking hell, Louise! He can get in and out through the garage door. The fucking big door in the front, if that's... He's put a door in that door. The big door. He's got a little door in the big door, so he doesn't have to open the big door, and no one sees inside.
We like our privacy.
Yes, of course.
It's an important issue.
As is love.
Respect is important.
But love is more important.
Well, respect.
Just let me touch your shoes. The soles of your fucking shoes. I don't care. Just something.
Respect is...
Just something.
Respect.
Just something.
Respect is...
Just something.
And I'm telling them about a boy as a young man, 22 years old, rejecting his family's vast personal fortune, $3 billion, and off into the mountains of Afghanistan to fight the communists. But really, not fight in the way our leaders fight, but really fight and get wounded. Not fight like a president or a prime minister, sending boys off to slaughter each other while you eat in the best restaurants and go to concerts and think about what you'll spend your money on when you retire. But go out there with a gun and fight yourself. Bleeding, injured. I tell them of a quiet man who rarely laughs but often smiles, who lives simply, eats simply, dresses simply. According to those who have met him, a man of impeccable manners, who is known never to lie. I explain how, despite being on the run in one of the world's poorest regions, this man is so well loved that no one has turned him in to claim the $50 million reward. I explain how this man survived the war against the greatest powers on earth with only a few hundred fighters and little resources. And then I look up and I see the faces staring at me. They're just staring at me. worse than before. This time. This time I know I've really done something.
What your father did for you.
Don't, Francis.
He went to prison for you.
Please don't.
All right, I won't. But he did. He did that, and you know he did that. He went to prison to keep you safe. And you're just going to let a pervert walk around.
Oh, Francis.
Just walk around as if nothing fucking matters. As if we have no morals.
Sometimes I get visions of the future. Sometimes I can see myself aged 40, bald, fat and drunk. Thinking of me aged 17, and the me aged 40 is crying, and the me aged 17 is laughing. And my head begins to hurt because I'm not sure which one is real.
If you think I'm going to let that happen, you've got another thing coming.
One touch of your ear, your arm, the back of your hand. What can it mean to you? It means everything to me. I'm a 50-year-old man, and look what you're doing to me.
And as long as people can look at us...
I'm grovelling. You've got me grovelling.
And as long as people can look at us and feel...
Grovelling in my own shit.
Like they know us and feel secure.
I feel like I've fallen asleep and woken up in my own sick.
Darling, as long as they see the family unit.
Your hair, or your finger, or your cheek. I could touch your cheek.
Us with armistice.
I could touch your chair, or your chin, or...
That beautiful boy.
Or...
All right!
What?
One touch.
Really?
One. Just one.
Bins blow up. More bins, and always near me. And you can feel them thinking. I consider being a priest, a lighthouse keeper, a policeman, a taxidermist, a soldier, a tramp, an undertaker, a dancer in a gay bar, a footballer, a tube driver, a drug dealer, a surfer, an accountant, a carer for a person of disability, a lorry driver, and a Buddhist. But I find myself wondering how much it costs to get to Afghanistan. Because maybe then...
This is our place.
Maybe then...
We live here.
Maybe then...
We always will live here. Won't we?
Yes.
Maybe then I'd have something to believe in.
Which, of course, was how we felt when Little Armistice died.
What?
Little Armistice.
Little...
Yes, Little Armistice. Little Armistice, darling, who died of only one kidney.
Little Armistice isn't.
Yes. Yes, he is, darling. He's dead.
Dead?
Poor Little Armistice.
No, that's not...
Dead. Yes. Dead. And we cried so hard because he fought so hard. Brave little... But he only had his one little kidney.
One.
One lonely little kidney. Couldn't survive. Poor little dead Armistice who died of loneliness and neglect.
No.
Yes. Yes, he did. And we would like to thank everyone.
Everyone?
Everyone, the public, for their support.
Everyone. Everyone for their support.
Mandy?
Because word has got around. And I can feel the hate. Oh dear.
I'm going to fucking kill someone.